All right, today is Proverbs 3, 5 and 6. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. All right, I didn't know what I was going to talk about this morning, but as I was reading and going through things, a lot of different things, and listening to something, it hit me that talk about trust this morning. What does it look like to trust God, especially in situations where you have no idea what the outcome is going to be, but you have a desired outcome? So to trust in the Lord means to have complete confidence and reliance, and in this case, upon God. Complete confidence and reliance upon God. And how can we do that if we don't know anything about him? So obviously we need to know his word, we need to know his character, and then you have experientially, like, you need to know him through your past and your present in order to trust him with your future. So we're going to trust, put all confidence and reliance upon the Lord because of who he is. So trust in the Lord with all thine heart. All right, so with your heart, that's the seat of your affections, the things you want, your will. Right? And also the Bible tells us that out of the heart are all the issues of life, right? So we're going to trust in the Lord with all of our issues, with the seat of our affections. So trust in the Lord with all our heart. Lean not unto thine own understanding. So our understanding, that's our comprehension and our intelligence, and it's our mind. It's the way that we see things and think about things. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding, but acknowledge him, right? So God has this infinite knowledge. He already knows. He knows the outcome, and he's the one, when he makes these decisions, he says, but you don't understand. You don't know what's best. You can't see ahead. You can't see inside. You can't see inside anybody's heart. You don't know, if your prayers regarding other people, you don't know the depths of someone's mind and heart, and God does. So he's telling us, trust in the Lord with all thine heart, lean not to thine own understanding, in all thy ways acknowledge him. So how can we do that? We're going to acknowledge him by bringing these things to him. Here, we're going to regard him in all these issues, and we're going to make a declaration of who God is, right? God, you say that, you work all things together for good. You say that you're all-knowing and all-powerful, and that in you is light and no darkness at all. We know that you're perfect. We know that you're holy. We know that you're just. We know, God, that your way is the best way. So we're going to bring our ways to you, and so acknowledge him, and he shall direct that path. So we're going to bring all things to you because you're Jehovah Rohi. He's our shepherd, and it says, right, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. We don't have to have lack. We can have answers. In fact, I've been praying about clarity on some things in my life for a little while now, like thoughts, because even I know that, hey, just because I think this way doesn't make it right. And so I'm going to bring those things before the Lord and ask him, is this the right way of thinking? If it's not, let's get rid of it and let's change it. Let's transform it by the renewing of my mind. And he's just now starting to show me things, right? Because he's always revealing more and more to us when we come to him, because he promises that if we, seek him, we'll find him, that we ask, it'll be given. And anything that's according to his will, he says yes to. His will. And I'm not talking about his permissible will. I'm talking about his perfect will, what he desires. So we can come to him. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, lean not into thine own understanding, in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path. So instead, right, I'm sitting in the truck. So instead of, I know it's cliche, instead of holding on to the wheel and trying to turn to the left or the right the way you want it to go, acknowledge him, right? Bring those issues to him, and trust his ways, because he already knows what's best. He already knows the destination. He already knows the outcome and the heart of you and the heart of others, the motives, the thoughts, intents, all of it. He knows. He knows. So we can trust him because he's always good. He's always God. How about that? All right, be blessed.